Hello and welcome everyone back to yet another episode of Red Cape Sports. My name is Bird Bouchard and today I'm going over my top buys of 2020. Stay tuned, you don't want to miss it. Now, before I actually jump into my top 10 buys of 2020, I want to kindly remind you all that this is my personal top 10 list. This isn't necessarily top 10 based on ROI, top 10 based on profit. This is just my top 10 list. Now, the reason being why I say that is because the bottom 3 cards, I gotta be honest, I haven't actually sold them yet. Again, this is why this is the top 10 buys. So with that being said, number 10, it's going to make a bit of a sense. Number 10 is going to be Brayden Point. So guys, I picked up his Young Gun a very long time ago. I'm sure I'll put it down on the screen below. I picked up his Young Gun for around $20. And although I haven't yet sold it, currently that card is fetching around $50, $55, sometimes even $60. With the NHL season upcoming January 13th, I definitely plan on selling that card. And that is ultimately why it made the list, because that ROI is well above 150%. Coming in at number 9, again, is yet another card that I have not yet sold. And trust me, there's good reason for it. Guys, if you haven't remembered one of our very first videos ever here at Red Cape Sports, I bought an Artemi Panarin PSA 9 Young Gun, shipping included, $22.50 Canadian, and currently that card is steadily climbing up in value. Sometimes you can find it for $100+. So let's say I do go ahead and sell it for $100. That is an ROI of well above 350%. Coming in at number 8, guys, we're still sticking with the theme of NHL. This is a guy who most recently has gained a lot of traction, let's say, in the YouTube community. It seems like everyone's talking about this guy, but I was talking about him, I want to say one of the first here on YouTube, and that is why I was picking up his card for just $15.50 raw ungraded, that is Canadian. And guys, Sebastian Aho. Everyone wants to talk about him, you know, because he plays for a bunch of jerks, and Don Cherry loves him. With that being said, again, I have not yet sold his card, but currently it is fetching right around $50, and that ROI is well above 400%. Alrighty guys, so that does it for the portion of cards that I bought that I, arguably speaking, think I got for a really good price that I have not sold yet. So now, starting number 7, we're going to jump into cards that I have purchased and I've already flipped. And number 7 is going to be one of my favorite young quarterbacks in the NFL right now. Pained me to sell it, but the profit was really good. And I actually used these profits to purchase more NFL players who I have not yet sold. But number 7 is none other than young quarterback who I believe is going to make a very deep NFL playoff run in Josh Allen. You guys can see here on ComC, I picked up this card for right around $22.50, and I was successfully able to sell it for $55. So ultimately that leaves me with a profit of $33 and the ROI of 150%. Number 6, I ultimately decided to sell off on this guy and flip him because he hasn't even played a single AAA baseball game in his entire career, regardless of being the number 1 overall ranked prospect in all of baseball. I love this kid. I'm gonna eventually have to rebuy his cards, but for now I took the profit. So a very long time ago, I was able to successfully purchase Wander Franco Bowman First Chrome cards, and I was picking those up for right around $12, and you guys can see here on ComC, I actually flipped that for $36, so that left me a nice little $24 profit, but more importantly, the ROI on that is 200%. Coming in at number 5 is, wow guys, I cannot believe this because so many people were saying, oh, you know, soccer's dead, it's not really going. But I was successfully able to purchase MOYS KIAN cards before the big transfer. Now, MOYS KIAN, I picked up his raw ungraded Prism rookie card, which is a gorgeous card in the Everton kit. But regardless, I was picking that up for $9 shipped. and I was successfully able to flip that, maybe a bit on the lower side, but regardless, I'm happy with it because I got $41, leaving me with an ultimate ROI of 350%. Now, number 4 is going to seem really weird because so often here on this channel, here at Red Cape Sports, Mitch and I are always saying invest in young, great talent. But is that always the case? Do you always have to do that to make money? Guys, the answer is absolutely not, because I did not listen to that advice, because when you find a bargain, you take it. With that being said, my number 4 buy/flip is going to be none other than Andrew Wiggins Prism rookie card. Guys, I picked this up for $2.99. For the sake of this video, we'll just round that up by a good old penny. We don't even use them here in Canada anymore, but for this video, we're gonna use them. So $3 I purchased this card. I was able to flip that for $17.30. Now I get it, the profit doesn't sound too high, but ultimately, the return on investment is more than 475%. And that is ultimately why it made pick number 4. Now, my third flip of the year truly pains me as not only a New York Ranger fan, but as an investor and as a flipper. This is a card that while I was able to pick up absolutely cheap for just $5 and then turn around and flip it for $40, take that profit and take that return on investment of 700%, I still feel really bad because, again, this is a card I purchased for $5, put it on ComC, you know what, I set the price, didn't think anyone would buy it, and somebody ultimately bought it. Now, I know that I could get more, and I'm very happy with a 700% return on investment. However, if you guys have been rocking with the channel, you know I believe Mika Zibanejad is a breakout player, arguably speaking, should be the next captain of the New York Rangers. So, yeah, you know, that is ultimately my third best buy of 2020. You know, I'll gladly take the 700%, kick myself later. Coming in at number 2, this was a pure instinct buy. Probably wouldn't have bought him if it weren't for the hockey card guru himself in Mike Distefano, so shout out to you, Mike. Those of you who've been rocking with the channel, you all know who Mike is. Here's a picture of his lovely face right there. I can't believe this happened, but Mike Distefano said, pick up this guy's card. It's $4. Literally that night, he had 5 points, including like 3 or 4 goals during the playoffs. He was absolutely incredible. Guys, Dominic Kubalik, I picked up his raw ungraded Young Gun card, $4, ultimately sold it for $36, and that is a return on investment of 800%. So if you guys made it this far in the video, definitely be sure to smash the like button, give some love to Mike Distefano. I definitely owe him a beer for that one. Now, coming in at number 1, guys, if there's ever a claim to fame, this is it. You guys can see the video footage. This is on YouTube. I cannot make this up. Guys, Fernando Tatis Jr., arguably speaking, one of the greatest baseball players right now. I was picking up his raw, ungraded rookie cards, but Mitch was actually picking up many more of them, and while I don't have proof of sale, it's because Mitch purchased this from me. Guys, I picked up a raw, ungraded Topps Chrome Fernando Tatis Jr. card for $6.50 shipped. Then I went ahead and told Mitch about Fernando Tatis Jr. He got really happy, and I sold it to him, ultimately making an ROI of more than 1,000%. Do the math. $6.50, sold it for right around $75, $80. I don't even know what it was. I believe it was $75 or $80, but regardless, that's an ROI of 1,000%. Now guys, this isn't a video to say, hey, you know what, you're going to make 1,000% on every sports card. However, I definitely love to hear that personally in my portfolio, in my claim to fame, I'm able to say I ROI'd more than 1,000% on a sports card. So that does it, guys. Those are my top 10 flips of 2020. Let me know, what are your best flips of 2020, and who do you think will be the best purchase of 2021? Thank you all so much for watching. Till next time.